To call the atmosphere here charged would be doing it a disservice. It is positively electric in this place as we get you set for postseason baseball on the show. It's Game 1 of the American League Championship Series between the Kansas City Royals and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and you can see how these two teams stack up. And it's hard to say exactly who you'd give the edge to right now. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if the pitchers were the guys that got the upper hand in this series.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Cleveland Indians.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. What's this lineup got to do tonight to get a W on the road, Steve?
Well, definitely be aggressive at the plate. You've got to come through with clutch two-out hits, and don't leave runners in scoring position. That's the key.
Danny Salazar will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he gave his ball club 6 complete innings, but didn't stay around for a decision. He'll look to get a W here in this one.
And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Gerard Dyson heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
The center fielder, number 1, Gerard Dyson.
Now the first pitch of the night is looked at for ball 1 as we get underway right at 7:05 on the nose.
First pitch, 7:05.
And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. In the air now out to left field. Brantley is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
In the second spot tonight, right fielder, Nori Aoki.
Striding into the box, Nori Aoki. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. A windup and the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Too high, 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
In tight with the slider, 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul, and they'll do it again.
Just finding a way to stay alive up there.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with one away.
Batting third, first baseman number 35.
Eric Hosmer will stand in now, and you'd have to say he was one of the real bright spots in the division series.
And here in October, this is when you want your guys to really find their stride. And you're right, Matty. He was outstanding in getting them into this LCS.
He's set. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Pitch outside, the throw. Not in time as he steals second.
And later in the game, maybe you question this decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good job to take what's given to you.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You can bet now that in the postseason, on the road, in game 1 here, they'd like nothing better than to get on the board first. Just kind of let these guys know that they mean business. And they've got an early opportunity to do just that.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. To first. Teixeira's up with it. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
These days in this game, we talk so much about situational hitting. Hit behind the runners, move guys up. But with 1 out, you got to try to drive that guy in. That was a really unproductive out, even though the guy moves to third.
Alex Gordon gets his first shot now, trying to cash in with a runner at third and 2 gone.
Yeah, and all he needs to do here is find a hole anywhere.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
And this is maybe not a pitch around situation, but you need to be real careful with a guy like this in 2 away.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Two 2-0 count, and the pitch. This is pulled into right. And they're going to hit the board first tonight as this ball's down for extra bases. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Yeah, he gave it all he had out there in the outfield. Watch as he tries to close on this thing. He leaps as high as he can, but it's just out of his reach. Run's going to come in to score, and what'll turn out to be an RBI double.
Salvador Perez will stand in here in game one, and he'll be looking to put a disappointing division series behind him.
Yeah, it was disappointing in that he wasn't able to really carry much of the load. But I know he's grateful to have a shot at redemption here in the league championship series.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
Well, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Well, Matt, Drummond is a really well-respected umpire. Pretty rare that anyone has a major beef with the way he calls the strike zone.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Brantley. And that ends the inning. One for the Royals here, and it comes courtesy of this Alex Gordon swing. On to the bottom of the first at Progressive Field. It's now 1-0 Royals. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, I know these pitchers are going to have to be careful when dealing with Jason Kipnis. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. He knows how to stay within himself and come through in the clutch.
James Shields will do the pitching on the road here in Game 1 of the LCS. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty. He got this ball club to win in his last outing, but he did only throw 6 innings. They'll take it, but they'd like to see him go a little deeper.
With a moment now, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for Kansas City. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, we've got the big man behind the plate, Salvador Perez. We all know what he means to this game, how he impacts it defensively, gives you a little pop on the offensive side, but most importantly, a clubhouse leader. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Standing in as the leadoff man, Michael Bourne, as he'll get things started in the home half of the first. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
This is a guy who generally stays around the strike zone. He's not going to walk a whole lot of guys, so you're going to get some pitches to hit.
Slice down the left side, but foul. Shields steps into his windup. Here's the 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, you're always gunning for a strikeout when he's at the plate because his legs make him so dangerous, even when he hits just a slow grounder. So nice job of keeping him off base right there.
Here's Michael Brantley. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike. 1 out, nobody on. swing and a liner. Foul. Smoked on the ground left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Batting third, first baseman.
One away, and the dangerous Mark Teixeira takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and one away. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
One-0 count. Here it is. And he misses again, 2-0.
Yeah, he's looked at two close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
The 2-0 on the way. Squared that one up just a little late. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
You make a mistake up to this guy, he's going to make you pay. This pitch is belt high, and he just jumps all over it and drives it into the alley to put runners on second and third now.
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he'll take a look at ball one. The set and the 1-0 pitch. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Line to the right side, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Well, that's a big break right there that this ball's hit right at him. If this is a few feet in either direction, this might be 2 runs. Instead, that keeps those runners frozen at second and third with 2 outs now.
Stepping in now, Desmond Seaver, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Now, he does have first base open, so he doesn't have to come in right here. He can try to make that perfect pitch, and you know what? If he misses, who cares?
Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
Now a ball hit down the line in the air. This has a chance, and oh, it's high off the foul pole for a home run. A 3-run shot down the line in left. His first homer here in the series, and it gives the Indians a 3-1 lead.
Well, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, you're going to have some things go your way. And I didn't really think this had a chance to stay fair, but sure enough, it bangs right off the foul pole, and that, folks, is a home run.
Batting 6.
Here's Carlos Santana now. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. And you got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
3 runs already home here. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Indians hang a crooked number thanks to this 3-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 3-1 Indians. Mike Moustakas makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Mike Moustakas.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. High pop up. And Cabrera will take this one for the first out.
Well, we could hear him all the way up here in the booth. Just a big old ugh! Well, that's what pop-ups will make you do.
Into the box, Justin Maxwell, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. In there, strike 1. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. And with 2 away, let's check out our playoff bracket as we give you a look at how these two teams advanced out of the divisional round to meet here for the league championship. Barry Blanton into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Into the windup and the pitch. That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. KC down in order. They still trail it here 3-1. David Murphy strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Shields gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first is Murphy taking the turn for second now. And a very quick start to the inning here. It's a first pitch double.
More trouble here to start this inning, too. They've had this guy's number so far, and now here's a leadoff double on the very first pitch. It's right back into the stretch with the runner in scoring position.
Into the box now as Drupal Cabrera, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, and this is his power side from the left side. He's got quite a bit more pop in that bat hitting left-handed.
Out in front of it, strike one. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out and show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. It looked to me like that was the right call.
Into the box now, Craig Fleming. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. That's lifted the other way out to left. Gordon is there. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
And now looking back on this inning, the failure to get the guy to third in the previous at-bat probably cost him a run there. Now, sometimes these seem like little mistakes at the time, but now he's still at second with 2 away.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the speedy center fielder, Michael Bourne. Cut fastball taken for strike one. Already 40 pitches now here in the first few innings.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, he's going to have to start pitching to contact a little bit more, or else he may not make it 5 innings.
The 0-1 pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Rod Kurowski steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
It was kind of a delayed swing right there. He looked like he had to wait to see if it was going to be anywhere close, and now he's in a big hole.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. Murphy on the move. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Well, I think this is a slider down in the zone, running away, and that's a very difficult pitch to drive with any authority unless you're a guy like Matt Kemp, and this becomes a harmless fly out to right field.
Gerard Dyson will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
And sometimes you can mistake being patient for being passive. I mean, unless he was really fooled there, that's a pitch he needs to be swinging at.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Yeah, it took him a few batters to get it going in the first, but after that first inning run, he's come back to retire the next 6 in a row.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nori Aoki. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Runs up and gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
Oh, that's just a thing of beauty right there. Watch how late he shows. Then he deadens that thing about 30 feet or so down the third base line, and with his speed, no chance of throwing him out.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
And now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
A runner on first with 2 away. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 0-2 delivery. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Royals leave 1. Score holds. It's 3-1. Michael Brantley digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Left fielder Michael Brantley.
Shields is ready. Here's the first pitch. And that misses inside, 1-0. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. And reined in, one away.
Boy, and on 2-0, if that pitch isn't right where you want it, you've got to let it go. You still have the count in your favor at 2-1. Here he goes after a pitch that, although it was a strike, that's a pitcher's strike. That's not the pitch you want to hit. And all he can do is hit an easy grounder.
Here's the first baseman, Mark Teixeira, now, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time he got the call.
And oh, look out, as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him.
And after that double in his first at-bat, you can tell they're approaching him with a bit more caution here. Well, they should.
Changeup, called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Jason Kipnis stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulled toward right center field. Dyson's there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, catcher, Desmond Seaver.
Desmond Seaver stands in. First offering on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
2 out with the man at first. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Now there are 2 ways you can go here as a pitching coach. So he's got to make a judgment call out there. He knows what buttons to press with each of his pitchers. You know, some guys you've got to reassure and be very positive with. You know, other guys, they respond better when you go out and challenge them. Really got to read them the riot act.
Carlos Santana stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 out. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
From the stretch. Rips this one to first. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. First baseman not normally known as the greatest leapers, but this wasn't too bad. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. Leading off the inning, Alex Gordon, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced, so he's pitching very, very well right now.
And a good-looking swing there from Gordon, but he can't come up with it, and it's 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. In there, a base hit.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Salvador Perez is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Three to 1 is our score here in inning number 4. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. One away for the Royals here in the 4th. And standing in, the left-handed hitting third baseman, Mike Moustakas. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And the runner back safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Here comes the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Runners off for second. Hit hard up the middle. He'll go to the bag for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Indians 3 and the Royals 1. David Murphy is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Right fielder, David Murphy.
And Shields jumps ahead here with a good fastball for strike one.
Yeah, a great sell job behind the plate, too. He sort of gently moved that glove back over an inch or two as he was catching that baseball.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
Well, that's a huge difference between being 0-2 and 1-1 as a hitter, especially against a guy like this on the mound. So that's a good job to hold up on that pitch.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. High in the air out to center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Oh, you can definitely feel and tell that it's October out there. There's a little bit of moisture in the air. Here, this ball sounded pretty good off the bat, and you wonder if it would have been a different story if it was mid-July out there.
Digging in, Asdrubal Cabrera. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
And you know it's never good to go down looking, but that was kind of a borderline call. And I'm not trying to make excuses for him. He's still got to be protecting the plate up there.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. And that's too high. Ball two. And with that last pitch, Shields up to 68 so far. Shields sets his sights. Here's the 2-0. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. The pitch. Launched to right field and deep. Looking up is Aoki. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series. And the Tribe have opened it up to 4-1.
Well, when you start relying on one pitch out there and you become a one-pitch pitcher, there's no doubt in the hitter's mind what's coming. He's sitting on this one all the way, and he launches it right over the wall.
Now batting.
Into the box, Craig Fleming. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. A laser that time, but it'll wind up with nothing to show for it. 2 away now.
Sure not fooling a whole lot of guys in these first few innings. That ball was absolutely raked, and it's not the first one that's been hit hard. He's just fortunate that that one was right at his man.
Michael Bourne at the plate now. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
This game has come down to location for him. He's thrown a first pitch strike less than 40% of the time. You can't pitch like that and expect to get good results.
Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike two.
Yeah, not a bad idea. He waited a pitch there before showing bunt. Well, sometimes that might back that third baseman up a step or two if he sees you're not bunting at the first pitch.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. 4 runs, 5 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Indians get one on the home run by Cabrera. We played 4. It's now 4-1 in favor of the Indians. Justin Maxwell will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
Up high, 2-1 now.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone because a few inches lower and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And that's what I'd call an intelligent at-bat. It's good knowledge of the strike zone, and more importantly, of how the home plate umpire calls the strike zone. Got himself a leadoff walk.
In now, Barry Blanton as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And he thought to bunting here with the number 8 hitter up there.
Well, I'm more of a National League guy, so I'd maybe think about it, but in the American League, you just don't see it used all that often.
Now the 0-1. He pulls this one into right, and that'll get down for a base hit.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count, kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
Stepping in now, Rod Kurowski as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Ready with the 0-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
Ball 3. 3-2 now. Gerard Dyson waits on deck. Swing and a liner. Foul. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Hot shot on the ground is short, and that's through. A base hit. The throw home. And he is safe at the plate as he's across to make this a 4-2 game now.
It took him a while to find the one he liked, but on the 8th pitch, he finally comes through with an RBI single. That's a great job of both driving up the pitch count and driving in the run.
Here's Gerard Dyson. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. And that is down for extra bases, as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 4-3 ball game.
Not wasting any time here in this at-bat. He gets a first pitch fastball and he just rips it right down the line. Well, that's all about looking for one pitch and doing something with it once you get it. He drives in the run as well.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's Nori Aoki. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
Trying to hold the lead. That's by him for strike 1.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
One and one, here it is. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
This is the kind of inning he's not pitching efficiently. He's just trying to be too darn fine. He's not trusting his stuff.
3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Murphy looking up, and a climbing attempt at the wall, but this ball is gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series, and it's now 6-4.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right, because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll leave after working just 4 innings, and this was not the kind of start he was looking for, I'm quite sure. Toby Drake is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. First pitch coming. Here it is. Eric Hosmer is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Here comes the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Backhanded. Throw on to first, and they're finally able to get on the board here. There's 1 away.
Well, this inning's been a disaster so far, but at least they're finally able to put an out on the scoreboard.
Stepping in, Alex Gordon. He singled his last time up. He's set, and the pitch. Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. And this will get taken in at first for the 2nd out of the inning.
Yeah, and anytime you can get a guy like this to hit a ball like that, well, you know you've won the battle out there on the mound, and that was a good pitch.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Down the third baseline. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now has to swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Two out with the man at first. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Oh, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Royals 6 and the Indians 4. Michael Brantley will step forward now to lead things off, and after that last half inning, his guys are going to have some work to do.
Yeah, those 5-run innings are tough to bounce back from, but there's still time. They don't need to panic. They just need to focus on getting a few guys on base here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. I think that man right there just got a new lease on life after that last half inning.
Yeah, can you believe it? He's working with the lead. He might not have been expecting that.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
Hit to third. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game, and boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. So 1 gone in the inning now, and here's the always dangerous Mark Teixeira. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a little bouncer into no man's land down that third baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. High and deep to right. Aoki going back. Still ranging back. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. So a solo shot off the bat of Mark Teixeira. His first homer so far in the series, and this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
This is just your classic fastball up over the heart of the plate. I don't even have to do a whole lot of analysis on this one. You put that pitch there to this guy, he's going to take it over the wall. Simple as that.
And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both the southpaw and a right-hander get loose. Jason Kipnis comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
Boy, he goes right back to that same pitch that he just gave up a home run on. Put it in another dangerous location, too. Lucky he got away with that one.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
And a wasted pitch there, 1-2. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. One out, nobody on. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
The 1-2 pitch. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
And you can't really say he's been dominant on the mound, but when he moves his pitches around, that's what makes him so effective. And this at-bat right here, it's a great example of what I'm talking about.
Into the box now, Desmond Seaver. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
Well, I'm no pitching coach, but I can see that shoulder starting to fly open a little. That ball's really taken off on him.
Here it comes, 2-0. 3-0 now.
I think at this point, a two-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
And that's low, ball four.
Remember, this guy homered off him earlier in the ball game, so he may be a little gun-shy this time around. Understandable.
Carlos Santana will dig in now. He's struck out and lined out in his first two at-bats.
Yeah, he hit that ball pretty hard on the line out. He just couldn't get it to fall for him.
Throw over to the bag. A dive, but he's back.
Had a pretty good lead right there.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
A runner on first with 2 away. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back.
Keeping an eye on him.
Shields pauses. Here's the 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He just keeps getting himself into trouble out there. Here's another guy that you gotta make swing the bat.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Drilled to the right side. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Yeah, a good effort over there at first. This would have been one heck of a stop if he could have gotten a glove on it, but in the end, it gets by him into right for a base hit.
Here's David Murphy now. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And he continues to labor here, coming up on 100 pitches in just the 5th inning. 2 down, runners at first and second. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in. If you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Outside, 3-0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And that misses for ball 4.
Well, this 5th inning has certainly not gone to form. That's his 2nd walk so far. If he gets to 3, you'd have to wonder if that might be the end of the line.
Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound. And that's going to be all for James Shields. So he'll depart here, and you know he would have loved 1 more out to qualify for the win, but he's gone nonetheless after 4 2/3. Wade Davis is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. As Drupal Cabrera steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away.
Yeah, and this is one of those make-or-break moments in a ballgame, Matt. You don't want to let an opportunity like this in the middle innings get away from you.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
So often, playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
And it's quickly 0-2. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. Reined in. And behind the back, he gets his man at second to retire the side. Wow! 1 for the highlight reel as they get the force play to get him out of trouble. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Justin Maxwell makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Justin Maxwell.
First pitch of the at-bat. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count, 0-2.
You know a guy throws hard when his changeup's at 89.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
And when you need a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk's not on the agenda. You better bear down right here.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Count is full. Here's the pitch. And another foul ball. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
And sometimes it doesn't quite matter how hard a thrower a guy is. I mean, if he can locate, he's going to be successful. The location here is absolutely spot on. Right on the inside corner. That's a tough, tough pitch.
Standing in now, Barry Blanton, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Boy, we always talk about pitch speeds from pitchers. How hard are they throwing the ball? How hard was that ball hit back up the middle? Way harder than it was thrown, I can guarantee you that.
Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in.
Just checking.
In now, Rod Kurowski, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And he's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
Here it comes, 0-2. That fastball straightens him up a bit, 1-2 now.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with one out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
Here's Gerard Dyson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so It's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
But this has got to be on a platter now. You're in the driver's seat. You've got to make this situation pay off.
Runners are at first and second with one away. And that's over. 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
And the count will be full. Turned on down the line. Oh, a dive by Tex. Got him.
Woo, no problem. Yeah, that's very well done down there at first base. The runners will move up to second and third, but that's a great effort here just to lay out and then at least get the out at first.
Nori Aoki will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the fifth that's really energized his ball club. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. Brantley sprinting after it. And this will wind up a foul ball. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Where are you going here?
I'm throwing that same pitch again. Make him prove that his plate discipline is such that he can lay off it twice in a row.
And that misses 2-2. Too high, ball 3.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. High and deep to left center field. Back goes Bourne at the track. A dive, and he brings it in. And on a fantastic play, the inning is over. One more look at the full extension catch that strands 2 men on the base paths. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. Craig Fleming will stand in to get things going for the Indians in their half of the 6th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Now a good take here as he misses for a ball, and it's 2-1 now to the Cleveland left fielder. And the pitch on 2-1. High in the air and deep to left center field. Gordon going back. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The center fielder,
and these guys already have 3 home runs in the game, and he's making a bid for number 4 here. And he didn't miss that one by all that much.
Michael Bourne at the plate now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. One out, nobody on. And he'll just watch that knuckle curve. 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Hit to short. Kurowski is up with it. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
And if this is almost any other guy in baseball, he's going to be out. But he just gets down that line so fast, and he winds up beating this one out.
Michael Brantley gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First pitch on its way. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
We've seen him use his speed more than once here this postseason, and he's on the run again here as he gets into second with the stolen base.
There's the knuckle curve laid off. 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Now a good take here as he misses for a ball, and it's 2-1 now to the Cleveland left fielder.
And I think all in all, he's done a pretty good job behind the plate here tonight, but to me, that one's a strike.
1 out and a runner on second base. And he missed again, high and away this time. 3-1.
And whatever you do, you can't let that previous call eat at you. You've got to come back with your best pitch here on 3-1.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Line toward the alley in left center, and that's in there. Base hit. Around third is Bourne. He can fly. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's a 6-6 ball game.
The first baseman, number 25, Mark Teixeira.
Mark Teixeira steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is low, ball 1. 2-0.
I think he's letting this situation get the better of him out there. But you have to have a short memory if you're a relief pitcher. You can't dwell on what just happened.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now. Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Here's the 3-1. A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. Here comes the payoff pitch. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead, now he's on with 1 away.
Jason Kipnis will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all-or-nothing type hitters. But hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
First and second now, 1 man out. Fastball called for strike 2.
And on the mound, you can tell he's not in here to mess around. He means business.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Still now on 1 and 2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Well, let's take a look at this check swing here in show motion. From this speed, it almost always looks like the guy goes around. Here, well, it looked like a good call down there at third base. I think that bat did break the plane, and that is a strike.
Desmond Seaver will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. And this one misses to the Cleveland backstop. It's even at a ball and a strike. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1 and 2 now. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Indians forced to settle for one. On to the 7th here in game 1. And we are all even at 6 apiece. Back here in Cleveland, 7th inning coming up now in game 1 as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Mark Zipchinski is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Mark Zipchinski.
Eric Hosmer will stand in to lead things off here in, can you believe it, a tie ball game again.
Yeah, this thing has had more ups and downs than my 401k, and I've got a feeling we've got some more to come.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Shot toward right center. Bourne is there, and he has it for the first out.
Well, this ball was hit pretty hard, and he's just hoping to get on base as the go-ahead run. But it kind of hangs up there a little bit too long, and it finds the outfielder's glove.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
That's wide, 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
He knows the drill out there. You've got to make him swing the bat. To not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
And he finally gets a sinker over here for a called strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Full count, here it comes. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Well, really couldn't ask for much more out of a 7th inning guy. He's come in, throwing a bunch of strikes, and he's got 2 quick outs to show for it here with the score still tied.
Salvador Perez digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. And they'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball, 1-0. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 1-2, here it comes. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3. Score remains tied 6 apiece. Will Brantley will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Will Brantley.
Carlos Santana will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Carlos Santana.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Count is 1-2.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
So nice to have a left-handed weapon like this in your bullpen. And he gets the leadoff man here for an important first out.
Here's David Murphy now as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Waiting on deck is Drupal Cabrera. Lofted in the air out to right field. After it is Aoki. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
And with all the runs that have scored tonight, you'd think that ball would have had some carry to it. I don't think he got that one flush, though.
As Drupal Cabrera gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Yeah, Cabrera just got a gift right there.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. That one's in there on the black. 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
Takes this the other way to right, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Indians go down 1-2-3. This game remains tied at 6. Mike Moustakas will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Pitch on the way. On to the 8th here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. This man out for a second inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. Justin Maxwell will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he looks at a sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Well, if you're just tuning into this game and you're wondering what's going on so far, well, here's the last 4 guys that have come to the plate. Here they are in order, and he's set down all 4 of those guys, all via the strikeout.
Into the box, Barry Blanton. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
Two and 0 count. Here it comes. Lifted in the air to center field. Bourne moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. KC down in order. Weir still tied 6-6. Alan Crump is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Alan Crump.
Trevor Plouffe is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game. And he takes ball 1. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, he can forget it.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, I think there's something to be said for being patient, and then there's being overly patient. I mean, especially with 2 strikes, you've got to protect the plate up there. But he looks at 4 pitches, and he never even took the bat off his shoulder.
Michael Bourne at the plate now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Hit in the air out to center field. Dyson has a play, and that's the second out of the inning.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the fastball, and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field.
Michael Brantley steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. 0-1 count, and the pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And if there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this, this is the guy.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Tribe. Score remains tied 6 apiece. And welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. John Axford comes on now trying to keep this ball game tied.
Number 44, John Axford.
Rod Kurowski will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance.
Shortstop, Rod Kurowski.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
Well, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Oh, and even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
Here he comes on 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
And there you see the leadoff man on deck. And, you know, they'd love to get someone on base when this lineup turns over.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Let's check this out again on show track and see if this was a good call. It's a slider, and it's on the outside corner. Home plate umpire's right on top of it. I don't know how you could really complain about that one.
Here's Gerard Dyson. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Murphy is in pursuit. 2 gone.
Up next for the Royals, right fielder, Nori Aoki.
Nori Aoki is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. Here it comes. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Two out, nobody on. Chop foul right at home plate. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3. This game remains tied at 6. Greg Holland will come on needing to get 3 outs here to try to send this game to extra innings.
Greg Holland.
Mark Teixeira stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip.
The 9th inning for the Indians. First baseman, number 25.
In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a liner, but foul. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out.
And wouldn't that have been something if they could have got the winning run on base on a drop third strike? A good hustle to try and make it happen, but they get the force on him pretty easily.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he swings down on the first pitch and sends a chopper over to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
2 quick outs here to start the inning. It's looking more and more likely that we're going to need extra innings here to decide this one.
Desmond Seaver steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Lays off 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Holland pauses. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
But when you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off. You've got to start it on the edge if you want them to chase.
Set to deliver on 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 3-1 pitch is a slider, and he can't pull the trigger. It's 3-2 now. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Dyson is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. Weir's still tied 6-6. Eric Hosmer digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was right on the off-speed stuff and hit it well, but just didn't have any luck. It's going to be interesting to see if they stay with more fastballs right here.
Here's the 0-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
And for as hard as he throws, he's not just a thrower out there. I mean, this is pinpoint accuracy with his fastball. He puts it right on the knees on the inside corner. Not a whole lot you're going to do with that pitch.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. He'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1. And now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
Three and 1. Here it is. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
That's a good at-bat there. You know, sometimes in extra innings, guys start to chase because they're getting tired and frustrated, and they're looking for one big hit. That's not the case here.
Digging in now, Salvador Perez. He's 1 for 4 for the game. And there he goes towards second. Drilled to the left side. And that'll get past his outstretched glove. It's a base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away.
And ideally on this play, you'd like to think you could make it up to third, but no sense risking it if you're not sure. So even though he was in motion on the pitch, he's going to wind up holding on at second base. Hey, better to be safe than sorry.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas now. As he'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike 1. Comes set with the 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. A look at the hit totals there into extra innings. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out.
You got the go-ahead run in scoring position in this situation, and you come up with a huge strikeout like that. You're pumping your fist. Your intensity is a little bit higher. This guy is focused in right now and very happy with his results.
Lorenzo Cain will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Lorenzo Cain.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
Yeah, 97 will get up on you in a hurry, especially when it's your first AB of the night and you're just settling in.
2 down, runners at first and second. And he lays off a pitch down and away. Ball 2. Skied into straightaway right. Murphy has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. And we are all even at 6 apiece. Carlos Santana steps in to get the home side started here in the 10th.
Baseman, Carlos Santana.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Collins ready. Here it comes on 1-0. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. Count.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Yeah, and on this pitch right here, you got to make up your mind just a little more quickly up there. This is a ball that you got to think about maybe taking to left field, but instead, his swing is just a little bit late. He pulls off a little bit, and now he's going to go sit down.
Here's David Murphy now. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Well, I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
And that is not good.
The 0-2 home. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
One out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, he got caught chasing those first 2 pitches out of the strike zone, but I think he's kind of caught on to their game now. Those are 2 good takes to get it back to 2-2.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
Reached for and popped into the air back behind second. Blanton is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
2 up, 2 down to start off the bottom half. Starting to look like this one's going to go another inning.
Great.
Asdrubal Cabrera gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone, but you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
The 2-2 pitch. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
The batter, designated hitter,
Trevor Plouffe will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. And a dive, but he's back in there. Ball 2 now. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots his ball right back up the middle.
Michael Bourne at the plate now. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. On the ground, right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And he is out at the plate, trying to end it once and for all, but we will play another inning as the side is retired. Indians strand a couple. Score remains tied 6 apiece. Barry Blanton comes to the plate as the leadoff man here in the 11th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Just missing here, 2-0.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
Oh, and that's a dangerous pitch right there, but in the end, it worked out well for him. I don't think he was looking breaking ball, and that turned out to be a beauty.
The 2-1 on its way. Smoked on the ground left side. Oh, he gets a glove on it, knocks it down, and some problems defensively as they allow him to reach first safely.
Maybe a turning point here in a tie ball game. They catch a break, they get the infield single on this ball. Now what will they do from there? They've got tons of options.
Now to the plate, Rod Kurowski, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now as he puts this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but, hey, he gets the job done.
Here's Gerard Dyson. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. The 0-1. And this one gets away. And he's going to make it into third base now, as I believe that'll be scored as a wild pitch.
He gives him a free 90 feet there with 1 away. Now, all of a sudden, you open up a wealth of chances of making a productive out and still getting that guy home.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Bourne has a beat on it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. He'll come home with it, and he is out at the plate. Trying to take the lead, but this game's going to remain deadlocked as the inning is over. It's getting late. One run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. And we are all even at 6 apiece. Michael Brantley brings his bat to the plate now to get the bottom of the 11th underway.
Michael Brantley.
And the pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. And no swing, apparently. Ball one. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. The throw down to first, one away.
He's put together 2 spotless innings so far out of the bullpen. I think a third would be above and beyond the call of duty.
Mark Teixeira is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And this is lined right back up the middle. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
And there you go. That's the winning run now out there at second base after the double. So the question is, do you put the next guy on, or do you go ahead and pitch to him?
Carlos Villanueva will be the new pitcher.
For Kansas City, number 37, Carlos Villanueva.
Jason Kipnis will stand in now, hitless to this point, but with a chance to be a hero here.
Well, he knows better than anybody in that lineup that one swing could make up for a whole game's worth of struggles.
Here's the first pitch. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Anxious moments all over the ballpark now. These folks can hardly bear to watch.
And there's ball 2 now. Third double of the game for these guys as you see the comparison there. 2-1, here it is. 3-1 now.
Well, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3 and 2, but you had your base open here, so now you can really focus on getting yourself a ground ball.
Desmond Seaver gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Possible game winners at second base here with 1 away. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. This is lined into left field, and it's going to fall for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they will walk off with game 1 here at home.
Boy, we're talking high drama here in the playoffs. A walk-off win here in the final at-bat, and this place is going crazy right now.
Well, guys, as you know, if you're going to pick a time to have a big ball game, you may as well make it happen in the playoffs. And this man right here obviously did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 7-6. Good night from Cleveland.
Final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Cleveland Indians. 7 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For Kansas City, 6 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. The winning pitcher is John Exford. The loss goes to Greg Holland. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 35 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Progressive Field, 43,345. The Indians thank you for your continued support and remind you, please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.